Hello guys, and welcome back to my video. So in this video I'm going to be taking you along my journey of building my first SaaS product, right? So if you don't know what a SaaS product is, it's a software as a service. And so for example, if you have an antivirus in your PC, chances are you might be paying something like maybe $2.99 per month for it to work in your computer. So that's a software as a service. Also Netflix, right? You pay for entertainment, something like maybe $7.99. That's also a software as a service, right? You are providing a service via a software. So now what I'm going to be building is a trading journal, right? So if you are involved or if you have invested in the stock market, one thing that's very important, if you know, it's like your psychology, right? Or monitoring how you perform. So I usually use like a paper diary, but sometimes I don't record my trades inside. So I just said, why not just use my tech skills to just build a trading journal, and then along the way, if there are some people who can find it handy, because most of the time you'll be trading using your phone, so it's very easy for you to just record those trades inside a trading journal, right? So I'm going to be building this trading journal. So the tech stack that I'm going to be using, obviously I'm going to be using Flutter to build like the app for iOS and Android. And then I'm going to be using RevenueKit to handle the payment side, right? I'm going to be using RevenueKit to handle the payment side. And then for the backend or the database, for the backend, I'm going to be using Supabase, right? So if you are familiar with Firebase is more of like a document collection based database, right? So Supabase is more similar, but it's based on PostgreSQL, right? It's based on the relational database PostgreSQL. So I'm going to be using Supabase, and actually that will be my first time building a project using Supabase, right? And then obviously the app, I'm going to deploy it on Google Play Store. And then for iOS, I'm going to be deploying it on Apple App Connect, right? So yeah, come along, join me along this journey as I build my first SaaS product. And I'm going to be building it from scratch up until the launch and marketing. So I'll be taking you along that journey step by step.
Okay guys, so I'm just going to show you what I've done so far. So yeah, I've just created like an entity representational diagram for my database, right? So I have the trades schema. So it's going to collect like all the trades that the user is going to enter, right? And then I have the profile schema, right? The profile schema is going to have like the username and then the profile image. And then I have the users table, right? The users table is going to collect the email, password, and then so I found out that on Supabase, right, this users table is default. You cannot change it. So for me to add data for users data, I had to create like this profile table with the username and then the profile image. And then this ID here in the profiles table is going to reference the one in the users table, right? I then created this inside this trades table. A particular trade is going to belong to a particular user. So I then use this profile table. It's going to act here as a foreign key inside this table right here. And then I have the market checklist. So this market checklist, what it's going to do basically is it's going to allow users to have like a checklist where they are going to tick, for example, their rules if they are met before they enter a trade. So it to allow them to know before they enter a trade, for them to not to break their rules before they enter a trade, and also to monitor their feelings, because they are going to enter their feelings and then the market sentiments, right? So that if maybe they make a mistake or based on their emotions, they can easily go back and then just reference this market checklist and then make improvements in the future, right? And then for tracking this project progress, I'm going to be using Notion. So it's one of like my favorite tools when it comes to project tracking, right? As you can see here, I already listed my tech stack: Flutter, and then Supabase, and then RevenueKit for payments. And then for the UI, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be routing the UI. I'm going to be making the UI using Figma, right? so I haven't made any UI yet. Once I make the UI, I'll give you an update in another video using Figma. And then the database design, I've already done it using TroSQL, right? And then I'm going to start with the authentication on the features. I'm going to be authenticating users using email, password, and then also their socials. That means if they have an Apple ID, and also Google, right? And then I'm going to have like a user dashboard that's going to display like the threads that were taken on a calendar. They're going to be displayed on a calendar, and also the analytics there is going to be there. And then we are going to have like another page for adding threads, and then you can add also threads using CSV, right? And then trading analytics, where they can like analyze how much they made in a week, day, and then on a monthly basis, right? And then the other thing is I want this application to be used by people that speak different languages, so I'm going to be implementing localization, English, Arabic, French, Spanish, and also all other languages like German, Russian, and so on, right? So basically that's it on the first part of building like a SaaS product. So in the next video, I'm going to be giving you an update on the progress that I've made. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. See you on the next time.